What's up, guys? WhoNeedsMeta here, doing a deck profile for 3-Axis Fire Fist with Cadigan. Hold on, I'm gonna...
There you go.
Cadigan.
My face. That's what they want to see, not the deck profile.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, so, staple of the deck since, it first came out, your Lone Fire Blossom is Leopard. This card itself starts the entire engine by being a level 3 with 200 defense that can search out any of your fire formations.
200 defense. What card does that work well with?
I don't know. We'll get to that.
I don't know, some card. Pretty crappy.
And with Spirit being at 1, I've opted to run 3 Roosters in order to help kind of get the deck going. Helps with the consistency overall because you only have 1, and this helps make your Lion Emperors and just kind of keeps the deck flowing. And then obviously your 1 Spirit.
Ooh, 1 Spirit. Should have been at 2.
We're clinging to whatever we can with this deck, but this card's still really good, and you can recur it back every turn if you're smart.
With Lion Emperor, right?
With Lion Emperor. And I run 1 Hawk instead of Raven, purely because even if this card's banished, you still get to search, and the attack bonus has actually won me a few games. So just keep that in mind. I know it's not the most optimal card, but I like it.
And you side it out a lot, right?
I do side it out a lot.
Okay.
And for the rest of the 3s, I play 2 Crane, because that Crane helps make up the difference between having 3 Spirit. So if you bring back Spirit with this, you can still make Horse Prince with it. And if all else fails, you can make a rank 3. That's not horrible. Onto the 4s, I play 3 Bear, because Ophion is still a card, even though people don't think it's going to be around this format. And popping set Yugioh armors is still really good.
Omega is a card. We'll say that. How's that?
Yeah.
Omega is a card. Omega is a card.
And I play 1 Dragon as well, because you can recur a bear into Cardinal, and Cardinal's a really good card.
Cardinal's a really good card.
And to finish the monsters off, I play 2 Valor in the main deck. I'm iffy about these, but I'd rather main Valors over Maxis right now.
Maxis is semi-poop.
Because Pleiades is poop.
Pleiades is much poop. But if you're a bad player, if you don't enter battle phase before you play his effect,
yeah,
you're a bad player.
Yeah. Onto the spells. 3 tanky, because Konami was amazing and gave us this card back.
Konami USA.
Woo!
Don't lie, it's not. It's for Bujins.
It's for Bujins.
It's for Bujins.
We know this, but I like it.
We're going to take full advantage of it.
I also play 3 Tensus.
Max out. Power plays.
This card sucks when you draw 2 of it, but you need it at 3 because you attributed a lot with Rooster, and you just need to have fuel for the deck. And then I play 1 Yugioh in the main to help shut down anything that might be pesky. You could search for it.
Searchable MST.
Yeah.
Pseudo MST.
And then triple derp card, triple rekindling, kind of helps. Honestly, this card is the reason that this deck is still playable. Because if you open bad and you have no way to get your Spirit back to hand, you have no way to make plays, this is the way you make plays.
Do not fear rekindling for 1. It's not like the most awful thing ever.
No, it's not.
If you have like a Leopard engrave and you need to do something, go ahead and rekindling for 1 card. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Bringing that back to get a tanky to search out a bear or a Spirit is sometimes just what you need. Just be smart with the card. Finish it off, I play Dark Hole and Book, because Book is still really good. And
your Spirit gets Valored, you can book it, and it's not the,
and
you won't be able to sink, but, it's better than having a sitting Duck Valor.
Yeah.
Or sitting like a Spirit.
And you can still bring back Rooster and it'll get its effect. And then I play triple MST, because I like tanky, but I don't like other people having tanky. I've considered Foolish Burial, as well as like Circle of the Fire Kings and Onslaught to help speed things up, but I just think in the long run they're inconsistent. But they're cards you guys can keep in mind for the deck. Trap lineup, Torrential, I play Bottomless still, Warning, and Compulse. This card's getting a little worse, but it's still good for what it does. Staples, nothing really extraordinary, although bouncing Spirit sometimes is what you got to do. 2 Fiendish Chain, because effect negation is key to this format. Everything's a monster effect, basically. 2 Mirror Force, because it doesn't target. It doesn't target.
That's it.
It's still good, but... And then I play 1 Tensen. I've been tossing around Tekken, but Damage Step OP. I just think this is... It helps protect your stuff better. Onto the extra deck. For the 3s, play 1 Zen mains, 1 equipped engineer, which I'm starting to really like.
Card's really good in this deck.
Because if you can protect this thing for a turn longer, it's great. And I run 2 Lion Emperors, because you need it to cycle through your Spirit. You need to keep that in your hand. And I also play 1 Leviathan Dragon, in case you get max seed and you don't want to go any further. I've considered Leviair, and depending on how this format goes, I might put it back in.
Have you considered Blaster?
I have. With triple rekindling.
Okay.
I just don't want to banish that much. For the rank 4s, Cardinal good. Maestroke, which I think I'm going to take out for Honor's Arc when it comes out. And Tiger King. And the reason this is going to be Honor's Arc instead of Excidon is because your fire formations stay on field, and you can't get off Excidon to save your life. It's hard.
We've tried, but we failed every time.
Rank 6s, because you can actually make them pretty well. Ptolemy and Bouncer. If I had a 16th spot, I'd put Hazy Flame Basiltrice in here, but these are better for what they do. And you can recycle Spirit with this, too. Bonus. For the Synchros, you play 1 Amazing Vulcan. Vulcan the Divine. Help bounce back your tankies, whatever else you don't need. Triple Horse Sprints, still kind of the key part of the deck. Run 3, don't run any less. And 1 Sirius helps get over Catastor. If you
For those who don't know, what does it do?
I think it's when this card in the field is destroyed and hits the graveyard, target 1 monster your opponent controls, it loses 2,400 attack.
Okay.
So, you normally don't care about that, but
it's just
it is relevant sometimes.
It's a dark 2,400 Beast Warrior.
It's your Catastor out if you don't have Bear.
Okay.
Onto the side deck, 2 Rivalry, because this card's really good this format.
Rivalry just got really good.
And going along with that, I'm still citing 2 Gozen. Although this has really been on the ropes with DNA surgery.
Which one are we going to pick?
That's the question. I want to pick this, but the problem is that this doesn't... I mean, neither of these do anything for Boojins, but this is completely dead against Boojins, because making everything a Beast Warrior does nothing to stop them. But you guys pick. I think they're both really good.
Either Gozen or DNA surgery.
I think this is a little better right now. I'm just still iffy on it. I still play 2 Iron Wall, because Banishers and all that stuff are still prevalent, as well as Boojins. Light Imprisoning, Constellars.
Constellars are so good.
Yeah.
Constellars are really good.
Yeah. This really helps that matchup, and Boojins. And Noble Knights to some extent, but... and 2 Mind Crush, because guess what? Triple tanky. And Prophecy... and everything else that searches. You just don't want them to have cards.
Gadgets, Mermails. It's really good against Mermails when they reveal the Megalo.
Yeah, just don't call the gun.
And don't call Quick Play Spell.
Yeah, don't do that either. Don't call Fate. You'll be sad.
You're going to have a bad time.
1 Soul Drain, because 3-Axis doesn't care about it, and it's still really good. 2 Strap Stun, because this is going to be a really back row heavy format. I've considered maining a 7 tools because of that. But,
don't you have shiny Trap Stuns?
I have 1 super.
Okay.
I have 1 super, and it's in my X-Sabers. But Trap Stun, really good this format. I've considered 7 tools, but this stops stuff that's already on the field. And then to finish that off, 2 Maxis on the side.
Alright, so thoughts on the deck, tier 1 contender?
I don't know.
What's the say is the hardest matchup, I guess?
Prophecy.
Alright, so...
Prophecy because of Fate.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys.